What is recount text? How many types of recount text? How to construct recount text? What are the language features of recount text? Why should we learn recount text? What is its purpose actually? Well, that's all the lesson plans for this video. And here I will answer the lesson plans step by step. So there is going a lot of information in this lesson. Get ready to take note. Let's begin. Recount text is a text that tells a story or an experience or an event that happened in the past, whether it was a fun or a sad event. The example of a fun event is when you had a vacation to Kuta Beach on last holiday with your friends. Meanwhile, for the example of a sad event is when you got drowning in a swimming pool. Alright, now we're going to the types of recount text. Recount text has four types that are personal, factual, imaginative, and historical recount. For the first type is personal recount. Personal recount is a text that tells an event that the writer was personally involved in. It is the experience that happened to the writer itself. For example, the writer tells about her memory when she visited the Hawaii water park. And second is factual recount. This usually reports a factual reconstruction information. So, a factual recount is a general activity that happened in the past. For example, police report about an accident and science experiment. Then, the third is imaginative recount. This usually applies factual knowledge to imaginary roles to interpret and narrate events. For example, there's a text with title A Day of Becoming Cinderella. Actually, it didn't happen in the past, but it's just the imagination of the writer. And the last type of recount text is historical recount. Historical recount is a text that is based on history that has happened a long time ago. The example is a biography of B.J. Habibie or the Japanese colonialism in Indonesia. How to construct recount text? To construct recount text, we need to know the generic structures of recount text. Recount text consists of three parts. It is called as generic structures. Well, the generic structures of recount text that are orientation, events, and reorientation. The first is orientation. Orientation tells who is involved, what happened, where the events took place, and when it happened. Here, the orientation is the introduction of the story. The second is events. Events tell what happened in the chronological sequence. This is a part of telling the series of the events that happened. And the third is reorientation. Reorientation is the conclusion and stating personal comments about the events. In the reorientation section, we will not only conclude the series of the events, but here we can also provide our personal comments, such as feeling happy or sad after the event happened. Alright, let's practice to construct recount text. First, you should make the orientation. It means the introduction of the text. For example, I have a text with the title Losing My Phone. So, for the first step, you should tell who is losing the phone, what and when it happened, and where the event took place. Let's see. 2 days ago, I lost my phone when I was in the bus station to pick my brother up for his arrival. What happened? Losing a phone. Who lost the phone? The subject I. It means the writer itself. When did the phone lose? 2 days ago when she picked her brother up for his arrival. Where it took place? At the bus station. So here you have to give a complete introduction in the orientation part. Then next, the event. I was playing my phone all the time in the afternoon. I sat in the bench right near the ticket keeper. Then I booked a bottle of water across the ticket keeper. I forgot to take my phone with me when I booked water. Then I saw my brother out of the bus. I ran to him and we were about to go. That time I thought I lost my phone. My brother told me to check it in the place before. I came back and the ticket keeper told me that he saved the phone for me. I thanked him and we said our goodbye. In this part, the writer tells the events how she lost the phone. Then the last part is the orientation. I was afraid that I would lose my phone. Lucky I still had it back. I was very happy. Here is the part of conclusion and stating the personal command. So, in this text, the writer was lucky because the phone was back. It is the conclusion. And she put her personal expression that she stated that she was very happy. What are the language features of recount text? First is using the simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, and past perfect continuous tense. Because we tell a story that happened in a long time ago, so we use past tense to make recount text. Second is using temporal sequence. Example, on Saturday, on Monday, and on Sunday. The third is focus on specific participant. Example, I as the writer. The fourth is using the conjunction such as then, before, after, and so on. And the last is using action verb. Example, went, stayed, and visited. Why should we learn recount text? What is its purpose actually? The purpose of recount text is to list and describe past experiences by telling events in the order in which they happened. Recount is written to tell events with the purpose of either informing or entertaining their audiences. In the simple word, the purpose of recount text is to tell the past experience. Well, guys, I think that's all the material about recount text. If you have any question, just drop it in the comment box, okay? Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.